So we'll get you back in the dry now. So it's a 2-2 draw with Dunston after coming back from 2-0 behind. What did you think of that result?
Yeah, it feels like a win, doesn't it? Obviously scoring those 2 late goals. I'm really pleased because you look at the lineup we've had today, and you look at your team we've had to put together because of injuries, suspensions. We've gone from having people available to then 5 players unavailable through injury and suspensions, 2 or 3 players playing with injury. And you look at that team, you had a 23-year-old at right at front 3, 21-year-old central, 20-year-old left in there, 20-year-old in midfielder, 22-year-old alongside him. So you had young players in there, and they acquitted themselves well. We started well, nothing in the game. There was a penalty which was soft. Our penalty was soft as well. Ben's made a great save. That's credit to Ben and Pete, who they do the research and the background on penalty takers, and it's credit they've got the reward. And then we just got a sucker blow before half time, which was really disappointing, and maybe we could have cleared it better on our right rather than trying to flick it inside. The ball's been come back out, and the lads hit a great finish from 20 plus yards, so it's hard. I'm just trying to keep the lads' head up, and we just said, look, they've conceded a lot of goals in late minutes, and we knew that if we stayed in the game we'd have a chance. And they get nothing in it. We were a little bit flat. I just thought we needed a bit of spark with substitutions. Lewis was a real bonus because we thought after Saturday he won't play any part in it, and he did the warm up and he was fine, so we managed to get 30 minutes. And it was great to have Ben Partridge to come back in. He said he'd help us out if he could with his commitments at Chesterfield Town, and after the first 5-10 when he found his football legs, he did well, and I think those subs gave us that spark. And they've scored on the counter-attack from a corner, which again I'm being critical because I'm the manager and I can be critical. Maybe we should have stopped it earlier on the edge of the box, maybe we should have stopped it at the halfway line, and then we've given him a chance. And the lad is a good player, so he's technically very good, and he's put the ball over Ben. It's really harsh on Ben, because I thought Ben's had a really good game tonight. And the lads just kept going, and we had our best chances in that last 15-20 minutes, and they've played blocks, they've made great saves. The save off Mitch was excellent, and the follow-up from Ben was excellent, and then the keepers made a couple of really good saves and dealt with crosses, and I just thought it wasn't going to be our night. And these players showed that. I just felt like when we had that FA Cup run and when we did really well in the league, that gave us that catalyst to go on that run. I felt like we had that this evening, and I'm really pleased for the players. I'm really pleased for Charlie Wood. He's had to be patient, come with us. He's obviously learning his trade, but his attitude's been first class, and he's got his reward. Again, we've had a bit of luck with the first goal. I'd been disappointed.
Do you think it was one?
Yeah, it was, because it was in the back of net, and it was, but he could have easily thrown for a free kick and we wouldn't have complained. But we got that luck. We didn't have some of that. We haven't had that for a while, which is unfortunate. And then the second one's a really good goal. We've played it out. Al's done a beautiful reverse pass. It's a great lead, if you like, from, I think it was Luke, and a great effort. Kurtz ran through and he come out, and then Woody's had that composure to shift it and just hit it into the corner. And I think we deserved a point, if not more. They're probably going away disappointed, feel like they've had a defeat. So I'm hoping, obviously in there, real character and spirit. Felt like early days with the FA Cup and the catalyst with the league. Hopefully now we can use that to drive us forward into these final remaining games. And look, we're 3 points ahead of Dunston, 4 ahead of Grimsby from these 2 games, but there's a lot of football to play. Everyone's got to play each other, so it's just ticking them off. We've got to go on Saturday and see if we can get all 3 there.
So obviously, with it being one of these late comebacks, even though obviously it'd be saying if it was the other way around, do you think the confidence boost, and obviously we've heard a few shouting from them back there, do you think that's going to maybe bring back some of that good feeling around the club that we had during that run, that drove us on that run?
Yeah, my feeling for the players has not changed, it's not wavered. I have huge affection for those players in there. We started the start of the season with 5 players and only 2 from when we took over, and we've had to accumulate a squad and build a squad, and we've had to progressively build it, and the players have just completely exceeded expectations and continue to achieve success. FA Cup, League, been in the playoffs since 1st of November, so it's been tough. Don't get me wrong, nobody likes losing, nobody likes a number of games in a row losing, but I've lost no faith or feel good around those players. It's just hard to take when the lads deserve more, and like you say, I'm hoping this really gives them the belief and the confidence and lifts them, but also lifts others, that whatever happens, this has been a brilliant season. We're competing with teams who are completely different resources and different catchment areas and different ambitions, but different sort of resources and budgets to us, and yeah, it should be a feel good, and I want the players to enjoy how hard they've worked to get that point, and they must now use it for Saturday.
So we mentioned Charlie Wood. Obviously, the person who we've not seen too much of because he was only at his first start on the weekend and been on the bench quite a few times. How pleased are you for him to get 2 goals and 2 very different goals, as you've talked about?
Yeah, look, first half we had a game plan. What we wanted to try and exploit, we thought, a gap that they could have defensively, but also make sure we were compact and make it hard for them to get on the ball, and it worked to a certain extent. There was nothing in it the first half, and Woody sacrificed himself sometimes offensively with his defensive work. Second half we moved him inside, and that's his best position, and he did really well. And then just for that last running, we moved him just off Luke a little bit higher, and he got even more reward because he got his goals from being in that position and attacking the ball. So I'm really pleased for him, and what I really like about Charlie Wood, and whatever his career takes him, he's going to do well in football, because his attitude and his commitment and his ability to listen and take on board advice and information is first class. And credit to Bradford City for that, but also credit for Charlie Wood that he's making the most of this opportunity. He's travelling from Harrogate Town to play for us, and he's making the most of this opportunity to play men's football in a competitive league, in a competitive team who are trying to get promoted.
So next up it's Tadcaster on Saturday, a very different sort of challenge to today, at the bottom of the table, but they have been improving under their new manager over the last few weeks. What do you think of them, and what do you think of the potential team going up there?
Just saying there, whatever 11, we're going to have to have a real go at Tadcaster. They've got nothing to lose. They know that they've got to start putting wins together. It'll be as tough on Saturday as it is tonight. I know Andy Monkhouse, have contact with him and know a number of their players. We've just got to focus on us. Saturday is really much about us. We've got to start like we did tonight, but then we've got to make sure that we have the quality to break them down, and when teams do have possession, that we're really hard to break down, like we were on Saturday and like we were for large parts of this, and I'm confident we'll get all 3.
Thanks very much, Ian.
Cheers, Evan. Thank you.